This thing, it's on. Cool. Hey, I have a viewer. Cool. Hi. All right, usual stuff. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the tube. I'm gonna write a novel today. I got distracted the last couple of streams, chatting, which is fine. But oh, hey, wait a minute. Oh no, it's there. Okay, nothing's been said in the chat. Chat test. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I got distracted last couple of streams and didn't get too many words done, which, given that I'm trying to do NaNoWriMo, is a bit of a problem. But I also didn't get very much written over the weekend when I wasn't streaming, which I had planned to do. So, yeah. So, yeah, a viewer, one viewer, say hi in the chat. Tell me who you is. Or, you know, whatever. Don't. I guess that's cool too. Alright, where were we? When last we met... Yeah, I added a little bit to this scene from last time. In the meantime, in between times. Just a little bit, actually. Maybe 100, 200 words. Oh, two viewers. Hello, other viewer. It's one of the benefits of only having like, oh, we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 followers. We have 7 followers now. The stream, whatever. 7 followers, which means I have a pretty good idea who the 2 viewers are likely to be. Oh well. All right, typing writing time. Get my writing jammies on. Okay, we don't want to follow along while he goes back and forth over the whole crime scene. And I still can't type. Suppose if I'm going to depict the evidence of someone transporting a moth or two to this place and then taking them out again after, I better decide how it was done before I try and describe the evidence left behind. So... I've also never really thought about what kind of feet moths have. If you are just joining me and haven't been following along up till now, moths, I should explain, are not like ugly butterflies. They're the monster in this particular story. They're about 7 feet tall, between 6 and 7 feet tall, quite thin in the middle, but they have fairly large, they've got a wingspan. They've got wings. They don't fly, but they have wings. Their wings are sort of leathery, fleshy, tattery skin curtains, I guess you could call them. Their wingspan's about the same as their height. and they emit hallucinogenic chemicals from themselves, which are especially effective against human beings. What they do is they stun their prey, us, with their hallucinogenic chemicals, and then slowly shuffle up, envelop their prey in their wings, wrap them around, and then drain all the fluids out of whatever it is they've caught. Yeah, it's pretty gross, pretty icky. Hopefully terrifying, because it's supposed to be. So yeah, moths. They're called moths. I don't know why I chose that, but I did. All right. Just out of curiosity. Okay. And I'm opening my browser to look something up, and I have to be careful to close all of my tabs before they open up fully and distract me. I was engaged earlier on Facebook in a discussion in a group, Scrivener users group. Scrivener is the software that I actually. Where's my? Yeah, this software that I use to write is called Scrivener. If you're not familiar, and I'm in a Scrivener users group on Facebook, not directly affiliated with the company that makes Scrivener, of course. And I made a tongue-in-cheek comment yesterday or the day before about Apple products being subpar, knowing full well that it would trigger a bunch of people. And sure enough, a particular people in the group has decided that I'm the Antichrist, and it is their mission in life to bring me down. So I spent about a half an hour this morning baiting that person. It's a hobby. Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to go back to Facebook right now because there might be fun waiting for me, and that will take me away from my writing. It's not. There we go. Spelled that way. I want to look up what is a bridle path. It's a horse trail. You wouldn't be able to get a cart on it, would you? Huh. Yeah. Okay. So I've got to have some way for people to get these things to this place and then back out again. The phrase bridle path popped into my head, but that's not the kind of path. To the nearest access. All right, I'm gonna say that moths have distinctive claws, 3 toes. 2. Distinctive 3 code. What of the Now is this okay? I need to check my planning. Okay, so this is where he discovers that human beings are somehow bringing moths here. Okay. All right, he's gonna have to. Oh. All right, so later on, when he realizes the connection between the moths and drugs, he'll figure out that they've been assuming that all of the victims or most of the victims have been drug addicts because their blood is full of the same chemicals as dust, this street drug that's been popular for the past little while. And he figures it out that the moths hunt with hallucinogenic substances, and dust is a hallucinogenic substance, and the victims of the moths are full of the same chemicals. That's going to be his. Yeah. Someone's milking these monsters somehow. Ugh. Okay. Okay. So this is where he figures it out, though, that there's people doing this. Ah, there we go. Pass this way to and from there. Yeah, well, okay, we just said that. Don't need to say it twice. We don't know what the standard way of dealing with dialogue in prose is anymore. I tend to separate it with a new line. Start a new line for pretty much any dialogue. Although, if it is already a new line started for some dialogue, and then I have some prose and then some more dialogue from the same character, I don't start a new line. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. Works for me. It's clear, it's understandable, you can follow it. I guess that's all that really matters. There we go. Wouldn't be a forensics officer. Be a forensics It would be a forensics technician, not a forensics officer necessarily. Stopping away. At oh, hold on. How do I want to? Well, I see that my connectivity is questionable again. I'm dropping frames. I mean, not many frames, but I don't know why I'm dropping frames. I always do this when I start to get unsure about how to write something. I get distracted by my stream stats or technology. Yeah, my CPU is running at 2%. I've got a relatively new NVIDIA graphics card that should be doing most of the encoding. I've got a very new i9 CPU and 32 gigs of RAM. I shouldn't be dropping frames due to encoding or rendering, but I am. Although that might have been just that intro starting soon screen, which involves a video clip and some text overlay and some stuff there. Maybe that's doing it. I don't know. Anyway. 3 viewers. Hi, third viewer. Nobody in the chat today. Feel free to pop in and say hi. Introduce yourself. Warning. Okay, I guess the image I'm trying to describe is like Frank is looking at these footprints or whatever, and as the two other people arrive or walk up to him, he holds up a hand to keep them at a distance. Uh, I'm going to be describing the prints. How am I doing on? Oh, hey, it's Bobicus. Hey-o. I'm a bit slow on the uptake when seeing the chat messages. Sorry for that. How goes the writing, Bobicus? Are you getting words done? What was I doing? I was gonna. Oh yes, check this. 6,600 and some words. So I'm gonna break 7,000 today for sure. Ooh, 1,600 words. My best day so far this month was 1,600 words. If I'm going to succeed at Nano this year, I'm going to have to up the count somewhat, I think. Probably have to spend a bit more time. Yeah, 420 words. 420, huh? 420, huh? Uh-huh. Seems like a good place to stop. Yeah. Anyway, 2,000 words a day every day is 62,000 words, which is lots. That's a normal sized book. I'm hoping, I always hope, and I'm never right, but I always hope that as I get further into my story, the words will start coming more easily. It'll start flowing, and chapter upon chapter will just come out of my face somehow. 1,000 words a day, you're going, oh, okay, well, you're ahead of that then. Good job. All right, you said you were doing a half nano? Was your goal, was your plan? Yeah. I think somebody said that. I lose track of who said what sometimes. Yeah, half nano. I just saw me checking my phone here. There was an update check in my nano group on WeChat. WeChat is a sort of a Chinese knockoff version of WhatsApp, effectively. And everyone checked in with their word count so far, and someone pointed out that sounds like a bunch of people have more words than they started with. Woohoo! And that is the goal. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Lost 2 days. Well, I feel you, buddy. I feel you. I didn't start until the 5th of November. I think that was the first day I started. And I wrote I wrote about 100 words yesterday and about 100 words on Saturday, just so that I could update my word count on the Nano site because I want to get the badges. But it wasn't just, random words so I could say I put words in. I actually sat down and did a bit of legitimate writing. I fixed up a couple of things that were bothering me about this scene that I'm continuing today, and added a little bit of description to what was going on. So it was useful words. It was actual writing. But like 100 words, I spent 10 minutes doing it just so I could change the number on the website. And I don't want to lose my streak, my update streak for my badges. Badges? We need some stinking badges. Hells yeah. All right, okay, hold on. Plot bunnies. All the plot bunnies. Bunnies are great. They do tend to multiply, though. Yeah, I can relate. This, I don't know if you were watching when I was adding it, but I added the dizziness and the weird double vision thing. That's actually a psychic attack from the antagonist of the story. And Frank's going to think he's going insane, thinking like Cthulhu-esque sort of vibes. Yeah. Trying to think what I can say about that now without giving away some serious things. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Yeah. I know what you mean. Mine too. Not just random stuff. There was the birthday cake that I put in the police station scenes. That was at the prompting of that Nano group where everyone was adding cake to their stories. And I mean, I know a lot of people when they do Nano just throw random crap at their story just to get words done, and they figure they'll fix it later. I'm lazier than that. I don't want to have to fix a bunch of stuff later if I can do it right, do it properly now, do it the way I like it now. Any fixing I'm going to do later had better be sort of minor stuff, or at least stuff that I couldn't have anticipated. If I write myself into an odd place I wasn't expecting, which does happen, and I need to adjust or fix things earlier to make it work, so be it. That's part of writing. But I don't want to have to spend hours upon hours going through and fixing things because I put a bunch of random crap in my story that doesn't really belong there or serve any real purpose. So, yeah, the psychic attacking is actually quite important. It's something I had not thought about previously, although the seeds of it were there already. So, I don't know if I have a suggestion for that. I would say plan them sequentially, and then write them in parallel as it makes sense to do so. If that makes sense, like plan out where each thread is going and when the beats are going to happen for each thing, each separate thread. And then, I mean, that's how I would do it. That's how I am doing it, more or less. Kinda. I think I probably forgot some things, though. We'll find out when I get there, I guess. This story is the least planned story I've ever written, ever. Although you might not get that feeling from my outline there. But yeah, it's easily the least planned out story I've ever written. There's the most wiggle room of anything I've ever worked on. So a bit scary for me, actually, I have to say. I'm very much a planner. I like to have a firm structure upon which to work. And there's a bunch of... I mean, I added an extra character out of nowhere the other day. Do all the things, yes. I believe on you. Some of my favorite catchphrases when I'm encouraging my students. I believe on you. Do the thing. Write the stuff. Put down the words. which is what I'm going to be doing now, actually. So, yeah. Vestigial. Is it vestigial or vestigal? I always... Oh, it doesn't seem to have a problem with that spelling. It does have a problem with that spelling, so there is an I there. I think part of the problem I have with spelling is that I don't actually pay that much attention to individual words when I read. Most of the things that I read, I don't recall ever actually seeing words on a page past the first couple of seconds in. All I remember is the story as it unfolds in my brain. Possibly a side effect of having learned to read very, very young. I was 2 or 3. Possibly a side effect of having read an awful lot. I estimate that I had read somewhere more than 3,000 separate novels by the time I finished high school. Which, I mean, 3,000 doesn't sound like a lot, but I can't remember if a movie was subtitled or not. I can't remember if I read the book or watched the movie half the time. It's effectively the same for me. Although I find lately I don't have the attention span to watch most movies. Episodes of a TV show I can do. Some movies I'm okay with, although I tend to watch movies in sections. I'll watch in 2 or 3 sessions, a single 1.5 hour movie. So yeah, but because of the way that I read, that sort of loosey goosey, in Chinese we'd say chabuduo, which means like close enough way that I read, I don't notice individual words, and so often I have no idea how to spell the damn things. I I know what the characters look like when I read a book. They might not look like they did in the movie, but I do have very, very firm ideas of how characters look. As firm as I will, as I remember from watching a movie anyway. This was one of the things I don't remember if I was talking about this on the stream or not, but I've been watching the last year's BBC. I think it was BBC or Channel 4. I don't remember. There's a TV series adaptation of Terry Pratchett's Discworld called The Watch, and I've been viewing that. And I quite like it on the whole. I think that it's very true to the spirit of each of the characters, if not the details. And it hits a lot of the beats. It seems to be a bit of a jumble of a few different books, from what I can tell. I don't. It's been a long time since I read the books, so I don't remember exactly. I could be all from one book, and I'm just misremembering it as being from several. Anyway, but the characters don't look at all like I pictured them in my head. Like my mental image of those characters is vastly different from how they are in the TV show. I mean, of course they are. But aside from that, and they've made one of the main characters basically an alcoholic, and I don't recall him being an alcoholic in the books, but yeah. Yeah. You and I both, Babacus, you and I both. As I've said before, one of the pieces of feedback, one of the reviews that science fiction short story of mine got was that it was my writing style was very sparse. I left a lot of work for the reader to do. They seem to not mind that so much. They appreciated what that did for the story, but yeah, I don't get too flowery in my descriptions either. No purple prose for me, hopefully. And yeah, I do tend to gloss over large sections of description in books that I'm reading as well. Actually, the only book that I can think of that I decided not to finish. I mean, there are books that I've started reading that I just didn't get around to finishing, I suppose. But the only book that I ever remember deciding to not finish, that it wasn't worth the time for me to read the damn thing, was, I don't remember which one it was. It was one of the later books in the Jean M. Ayul, I don't know how to pronounce her surname, the Clan of the Cave Bear series. It was the third or fourth book, I think. I read the previous books up to that, and it was just it was page upon page of itemized lists of all of the different prairie grasses and whatever that were. It was just dull and it was horrible, and it basically became a weird mashup of. To me at the time, it seemed like a weird mashup of the driest biology class you could possibly have taken in high school, and I dropped out of biology in high school because I didn't care for it, and softcore pornography, and the writing wasn't what I considered good enough to make up for those other two lacks, so I put it down. But yeah, generally speaking, I'll finish any book I start. That was an exception. Large pieces of description don't really do it for me, and so yeah, my writing tends to also yeah, underwriting and telling, those the telling part for me is the big struggle. I get lost in exposition land quite a lot. Okay, so like this right now, what I'm struggling with is my instinct, as it were, is to just say there were moth footprints and some people footprints, and they were obviously together, and the people footprints seemed to be herding the moths, and that was what he knew. But that doesn't work, of course, for obvious reasons. A few sets of human footprints that and this is what had stood out to Frank. So, how do we want to do this? Are we going to have the forensic tech also figure out what Frank figured out, or is Frank going to be special? Hmm. Decisions. Check my phone again. Oh, Bobicus, were you, I don't remember if you were here on Friday. Did you see the cover I made for my book yet? Yes, I can. Where's my cover? There's my No, that's the old cover. You did not. I can do that. There we go. Paperback writer. The cover. I also, as you can tell, came up with a title, Bloodlines. It's no longer the untitled faux Victorian fey detective novel, Bloodlines. It is spooky, yeah. And actually, the skull thing doesn't really have anything at all to do with the story, at least not as I have it planned. I just was playing around with some various sort of gothic style images in my image program, and I liked the way it looked, so I went with it. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. I'm not a design guy or a visual artist at all. I knew him not at all, so it's all good. It's the original image. It's like an obviously plastic sort of Halloweeny skull, and then I also took an image of a brick wall with some moody lighting, and I used the brick wall as a texture overlaid in a weird sort of blendy mode with the skull, and it turned out really nicely. I was pretty happy with it. I mean, I really have no idea what I was doing specifically. I was just trying some things with some things and doing some stuff as you do. So yeah, that's my cover. Actually, I made a book trailer as well, but I don't know how much I like that. I was going to start the stream today with my book trailer, but I didn't. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Here's actually what I can do if anyone's interested. There, that's what I can do. I will find my link on. I posted it on YouTube, so give me a second to find my link. Oh, I'll have to watch that later. YouTube's also a dangerous place for me to swing by quickly because I tend to stay for a while. What was? Oh yes, that's what I was doing. Switching my account. I'm easily shiny, distracted lately. Do. There we go. Shareable link. There we are. That's the link to my book trailer that I made very, very quickly using stock footage and doing minimal color correction and editing. I think it took me about 15 minutes. 20 if you count the voiceover. So, please to enjoy, share and enjoy whatever it is that the tea vending machine in. Yeah, share and enjoy. Hitchhiker's Guide. There we go. Okay, so close that. Come back later. Oh, I should know better. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Oh. Well, that's now I have competition. I just realized that Tad Williams, one of my favorite all-time favorite writers, is live streaming the reading of a book at the moment. How can I compete with that? Anyway. All right, we'll leave that open. Yeah, that's the Cthulhu vibes. The double vision, losing control of himself, the deep pulses of anger, all that stuff. His anger stuff that it's actually not coming from within him at all. Well, yeah, it's complicated, but yeah, he's got some. There's a bunch of stuff he doesn't know about his past as well. Dun dun dun. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it occurred to me that I should probably set up some foreshadowing for the big reveal stuff at the end that I hadn't put anything in about yet. So that's why that comes out. It was pointed out to me that I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't have it set to capture my cursor for some reason. Um, it should be capturing my cursor, but not my mouse cursor, just my typing cursor, I guess. Bizarre. All right. Anyway, if you look inside the nose hole on the skull, on the left side of the nose hole, it looks like there's a little face in there. And someone asked me if that was on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. That's actually a water droplet on the original skull image. And when the texture got overlaid, it did that. So, not on purpose, but it is definitely there. Okay, this isn't getting the scene written, is it? All right. We'll do this. That doesn't read very well. Each with 3 toes and recurved and not and recurved vestigial claws. Uh, hmm. I think for this to work, at least one of the two other people is going to have to come to the same conclusion as Frank. Otherwise, it's just Frank grasping at straws, or it could be seen that way. Ah. Hmm. Let's assume that the forensics person is fairly good at their job and is going to make the same deduction as our boy Frank Berg here. Hmm. Won't be immediately though. Maybe I need more than 2 prints. Is that? There we go. Yeah, we're gonna need more than 2. Overall, faint impressions. Some traveling to the we need one of those. All right. Do 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 ba do ba do do. What's the word for that? Not texture, but same consistency. Soil in level of consistency, same level of moisture. That would indicate that they indicates. Oh no, would, because it's conditional still. That would indicate that they were made at time people or things making these tracks has stepped is what's the idea that they were made at exactly the same time. 2. There we go. With a tool. He got a tool. Do, 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 do. Think brought here and then taken away again. Yeah, I don't think we'll find tracks from a cart. If there's a like a maintenance path or something that they were brought in on, there's going to be lots of evidence of carts, and it's not going to be compelling in any way. I wonder if I should leave it like this. Message from the wife. Oh, I should know better than to check my phone too. But yeah. Trying to convince him he wasn't entirely sure he was convinced himself. But this gave him something to grab hold of. Which evidence. Done. Okay, this scene is over. How are we doing on the word count? 6925. And what did I clock in with yesterday? 6486, so 500 words written today. Well, we want more than that, don't we? Yes, we do. I unlocked a badge. 7-day word count in a row. Hooray. I'm going to update my word count now, just in case I forget to do it later. What did I say I had? 7925 or 6925? 6925. Yeah, I'm going to miss out on the update on the first day badge because I didn't start until the 5th. I'll be able to get the 21 days in a row badge if I'm careful. I won't get the update progress every day badge because I didn't achieve daily par every day. No, I did not do that. 10,000 words. Hopefully, well, probably not today. I was going to say if I can get 3,000 words today, it's a possibility, or 3,000 more words today, it's a possibility, but I don't see that happening, actually. I've got some other things I need to do this afternoon. 25,000, 40,000, and then 50,000. Yeah, I'm hoping to get all of those if things go well. All right, okay. Okay, again. Oh, doesn't sound dumb. I might connect those two sentences. There was a part of me that wanted to listen to him, comma, but that part of me was a coward, and its opinions didn't matter. But it depends on the voice of the character in question, and I can't tell from this short excerpt. No, it carries. It seems, well, just from this little bit, it carries a bit of snark, a bit of sort of a sarcastic worldview. So with that sort of that snide sense of humor, that wry way of looking at the world and dealing with what it throws at you. Yeah. No, that works. Works for me anyway. Okay. Now, I do want to go to the bathroom, but I also don't like to stop writing in between scenes because then I find it harder to get back into it. So I've got a few things I have nothing planned for this. I think this is an empty scene for a reason. There's not much happening there. I need to get rid of that. Move to trash. There it is. Excuse me. So this is the scene. Okay. Gonna have him reading through coroner reports. The victims. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I will be back in a moment. Bear with me. back. Oh, I had somebody at the door while I was away. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. What did I call it before? Was it a sitting room or sitting room? Okay. Now, where did I have them? All right. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. I chew my fingers a lot when I'm thinking. And at the moment, I've got some. Yeah, it's pretty gross actually when you think about it. I've got some. I don't know what's wrong with my skin on my thumb, but it's peeling a bit, and I keep getting little edges caught on my clothes and stuff, and it bothers me. So I fix that. Okay. Next up at large map city need. Eat my fingers? Yeah, that would leave me in a rough spot. I'd have to go back to using drag and dictate to do my writing. I'd prefer to eat lunch than my fingers. I just textures bother me, and I know I can't show on the camera because it won't focus that closely. But when I have little rough patches of skin, little rough edges, a fingernail or cuticle or whatever, it bothers me. I can't handle leaving it there. So, each attacks by date and estimated time of the attack. He tried everything he could think of to find some link between any of them. Need to first I'm gonna say nightfall and daybreak, I think. Yeah. All right, so what I need at this point is for one of the victims to be known to Frank, and for it to be very unlikely, almost impossible, for that victim to have been using this drug, but for it still to show up in the coroner's report. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the behind the scenes information here is that there someone is using the moths to manufacture this drug, this dust. Um, it's sort of a distillation of the chemicals that the moths naturally excrete. And to keep the moths alive, they have to feed them. They've decided to do that by taking them out into the city and letting them hunt vagrants. Apparently, they don't. They only eat live food, and I suppose it would be easier for them to. Uh, if it were me, I would just kidnap some people and feed them to the moths where the moths are. I wouldn't take the moths out, but there's got to be a reason for that. Maybe they have to hunt in the wild, otherwise they pine away and die or something. I don't know. I'll think of something, some BS reason why they have to go out like this. Okay. So the behind the scenes information is that someone's using moths to manufacture this drug. Goodness me. What I have to decide is, when does Frank figure that out? I don't think yet. I think he's going to be on a wrong track. Yeah. Frank felt like it was looking for. Where is that? Do do. All right. Italicize that. Rather than that, he heard Sergeant Ross's voice in his head. Okay. Sitka times. Oh, right. Okay. I don't mind the Sitka. At some point, I'm going to have to figure out how to change my default font in Scrivener to Times New Roman because I prefer that to Sitka, but mostly I prefer it to all look the same. And what it shows up on the screen here doesn't actually affect what it outputs when I create my ebook at the end anyway. Or at least it shouldn't. It didn't with version 1. Before. There. Okay. So, how are we doing there on the old word count? 7442. Let's do this thing. 7442. Cool. I've already got the 2 updates in 1 day badge, so I'm not getting that today, but 7442. Let me look at my statistics. Oh. How much did I do today? Only 956 words today. I am supposed to be at 25K. Yeah, I'm supposed to be at 25,000 words right now, and I'm at just over 7,000. That's a problem. This is going to be a short novel. That's the thing. The way I'm writing it, it's going to be a fairly short novel. Possibly too short. I might have to, like we were talking about before, I tend to underwrite things. So maybe I need to add some more writing here and there. Not specifically just to be longer. But I'm sure that if it's this short, given the size of the story I have in my head, if it's going to be this short, well, I guess, no. I'm about a quarter. So I'm about 7,000 words. Yeah, that's not 50,000, is it? So I was thinking, initially I was thinking this story would be around 60 to 70,000 words. I'm going to have to look at my outline at some point and try and figure out where I'm brushing over things. Maybe I need to spend a bit more time in my setup section doing things. Add a few more scenes, just sort of set the stage a bit and get more into Frank's character. And Or maybe I'm just writing a shorter book. That's possible too, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day for now. Yeah, it's afternoon. Grab myself something to eat. Yeah. And I'll see. I might write a bit more later. Today I might not. I have to replace the battery in my wife's extra cell phone. And the battery came today, so I'm gonna do that this afternoon. I've got all my mobile phone repair toolkit here. I got my my spodger. I think that's called a spodger. My pry. It's my little phone pry bar. I've got my little diggy tools for getting in on stuff and unconnecting things. I've got 2 sets of tweezers, one angled, one straight. Well, I guess this is my spodger. This is the spodger. Got a couple of... What's that? I don't know if you can hear the banging. One of my neighbors must be banging on something. Happens from time to time. I can't get that off the plastic. It's it's stuck to the plastic. There we go. There's a tool to get a tool. I've got little guitar picky style things for getting adhesive off and stuff. What else? A little brush. Dusty brush. Is that it? That's everything there? Oh no, not everything. Hopefully I can, there we go. Again, use the tool to get the tool, right? The suction cups for lifting off screens and things. It's one of the benefits of living in China is you can get a lot of this stuff for quite a bit cheaper than you would otherwise get it for. I think that was maybe $3, $2 to $3 for the whole set. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've got that to do. I've got some nonfiction stuff I need to write. I've got some voice work to do. Yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping I'll be able to get back to this story a bit later and put another couple thousand words. I'd like to break 10,000 today if I can, and then do another 3,000 or 4,000 words tomorrow, and continue till I'm on track. I want to get caught up. I want to get caught up to where I'm supposed to be. That would make me happy. One of the downsides of having goals, external goals like this, is that you have this feeling you're supposed to be somewhere instead of just writing my story like I normally would. I feel pressure to achieve a certain amount in a given day, which, I mean, yeah, I suppose it helps push you towards that goal and get finished. For most people, I guess that's a feature, not a bug. I'm fairly good at finishing things, though, and I don't know that I like the pressure. I might have to not do nano anymore. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. See what comes out of the pressure. Maybe good things will happen. But at any rate, yes, have a good day. Thank you, Bobicus. You too. Also have a good day. Congratulations to both of us for getting some words done. Cool. So, thanks for tuning into the stream or watching the video on Twitch afterwards. If you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, dingle the bell, like, or if you don't like, unlike, I don't care. It's all good. Yeah. See you tomorrow.